guys, how are you guys today? Today is Wednesday. Yesterday we talked about when you have a problem, you say the problem, and then you have to find safe solutions. And we didn't really talk about them being safe, but today we're going to talk a little bit more about being safe with our solutions to our problems. So on this side of the picture, you can see that Riley and LaDonna are having a problem, aren't they? So look at the picture, and I'm sure you can figure out the problem. You can see that there's some angry faces, aren't there? And the problem seems to be that they both want that firefighter costume. Okay? And is it a safe thing to do what they're doing right now? Pulling it back and forth from each other? No, that's not a safe way to do it. So let's think about how to say what the problem is. The problem is both girls want that costume, right? So if Riley and LaDonna are both want the clothes, they're having really strong feelings, and so they need to calm down. If you remember, your calm down, how you calm down is you put your hands on your belly, tell your belly to stop, name your feeling, I feel angry, and then take your belly breaths. Okay, so Riley and LaDonna did that, they calmed down. And so after they calmed down, now they're trying to think of safe solutions, ways to solve their problem. So I wonder what kind of things they could do safely to solve their problem. Okay? This brings us back to ways to play fair. They could play together, they could trade, or they could take turns with the costume, right? What do you think the best solution would be? Playing together with it might be tricky. Let's flip it. Let's see what happens. Playing together might be a little tricky because it's only one. Trading might work. Maybe one girl could have something that she could trade with the other little girl. And taking turns is definitely a good idea, I think. Okay? And these are all good solutions. So just remember, you always have to say the problem, but then come up with a safe solution. Okay? Good job. My story today is a silly one, guys. It's called The Cow That Laid an Egg. Now we know cows don't generally lay eggs, do they? What animal lays an egg? Usually a chicken. So let's find out what happens. The Cow That Laid an Egg. It's written by Andy Cutbill, and it's illustrated by Russell Ato. And that means the person who illustrated is the person who drew the pictures. Okay? The Cow That Laid an Egg. Marjorie the cow felt down in the dumps. "What's wrong, Marge?" clucked the chickens. Look, she looks very sad. "I don't feel special," said Marjorie. "I can't ride bicycles and do handstands like the other cows. I just feel so ordinary." Pretty interesting that those cows can ride bicycles and do handstands, huh? So that night the chickens hatched a cunning plan. "Cluck, cluck, cluck," they whispered. I wonder what they're going to do. I think they feel sad for Marjorie. The following morning there was an almighty commotion in the barnyard. "I've laid an egg!" shrieked Marjorie. All the other cows were astonished. None of them had ever laid an egg before. Even the farmer came running. "Oh my goodness," he cried, "Marjorie laid an egg!" The farmer's wife called the local newspaper. Do you guys think Marjorie really laid an egg? I wonder. People came from far and wide. "We're extremely proud of Marjorie," announced the farmer to the crowd. She looks pretty happy now, doesn't she? Marjorie felt much more special now. And the chickens were as pleased as Punch, too. So the chickens did their plan and then made Marjorie feel better. But the cows weren't so happy. This cow says, "Our bicycle riding and handstands feel rather ordinary now." This cow says, "Something funny's going on." And this cow says, "Cows don't lay eggs." And this cow says, "Chickens lay eggs." "We don't think you laid that egg," the cow said to Marjorie. "We think the crafty chickens did it." Marjorie felt shocked. "Prove it," said the chickens. So they waited for the egg to hatch. Day after day they watched as Marjorie sat on the egg to keep it warm. But nothing happened. Until suddenly one morning they heard a noise. Tap, tap, tap. "Here it comes," shouted one of the cows. And as Marjorie stood up, tap, 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 what do you think is going to come out of that egg? The egg cracked open and out hopped a small brown feathery bundle. So what came out of the egg? There, said one of the cows, nodding, a chicken. Suddenly, the tiny creature looked up at Marjorie. What do you think the chicken's going to do? Moo, it said loudly. Now, does a chicken usually say moo? No. Marjorie smiled and held her baby tight. A cow, she said, and she promptly named it Daisy. So because Marjorie had loved that egg so much, that egg was a chicken, but kind of a cow too. Okay? Bye, guys.